On to the next, and you lost the other two. Screw the West, falling in and out of love on a daily basis. Heartache to heartbreak, can't seem to face it. Always messing around, you with a rebound. Can't see me now, you're so out of place, and it's got you in a mess. Never ends, and if you're gonna get played, might as well be a player. That's how it goes, simple and plain. And you wanna win first, then you better learn the game. Now excuse me, can I ask you a question? Looking for a strain, it's a no second guessing. Gotta keep it down low, keep it on the regular. Everyone knows well, except for her. If you know how this feels, put your hands in there and sing. If you're gonna get played, might as well be a player. Oh, and when the sun shines, you don't even wanna see the day. No, and if your heart falls, you're the only one to catch it. So if you crash and burn, that's the laugh that you're getting. Don't cry to me, don't lie to me. Just put your hat and your jacket on and go back. If you're gonna get played, might as well be a player. Oh, and when the sun shines, you don't even wanna see the day. No, and if your heart falls, you're the only one to catch it. So if you crash and burn, that's the laugh that you're getting. Don't cry to me, don't lie to me. Just put your hat and your jacket on and go back home. What if I said this was all real? Not just a vision, but something you can feel. Not with touch, only felt with your heart. Actually, almost thought it couldn't be pulled apart. But if it's easy to get strong and make it harder to break, making them all painful to rip with the shit that's at stake. Mind's in the blur and you're all over the road, and you're so damn lost you can't find your way home. Happened before, this you've known. Broke your heart like glass, now it's turned to stone. You've become just another memory, I don't know why, but I'ma let this get to me. I'm almost there and my car runs out of gas, and I'm stranded in the middle of nowhere and I'm trapped. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about, and if you don't, well, you're the lucky ones. Yeah, they played you, this is what made you. Rolled it up and let the tip the high they gave you. Who would've known coming down would be the bass trip? Now you're sitting alone, missing it. If you're gonna get played, might as well be a player. Oh, and when the sun shines, you don't even wanna see the day. No, and if your heart falls, you're the only one to catch it. So if you crash and burn, that's the laugh that you're getting. Don't cry to me, don't lie to me. Just put your hat and your jacket on and go back. If you're gonna get played, might as well be a player. Oh, and when the sun shines, you don't even wanna see the day. No, and if your heart falls, you're the only one to catch it. So if you crash and burn, that's the laugh that you're getting. Don't cry to me, don't lie to me. Just put your hat and your jacket on and go back home. You see, nowadays, it's either play or get played. Make your choice.
All right, so that was Make Your Choice by FTSN, and I have him here with us today. So I'm going to ask FTSN a few questions, and he is going to be happy to respond. Woo, yay. All right, so the first question that I have for you is, like, what inspired you to pursue music and or write music?
Well, it was more like I was always into listening to music and then writing poetry and stuff for English classes. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was my way to say stuff that I couldn't say out loud because I was a really, like, held-back kid.
Yeah.
And I was always worried about what everyone else was saying to me. So,
Wow, that's really cool. I mean, I know that, like, in order to, like, you know, like, write lyrics and things like that, you just kind of, like, write poetry and things like that. Are you like aware of, like, what free verse is, or like what free write is? It's just like you just write things, you don't really like rhyme and stuff. Do you do that?
Yeah, I'll just sit down and, like, whatever comes to mind, I'll write down, and then I'll try and put a story together with that, and then write down words that rhyme with it. If I'm stuck at the story, just start writing down words that rhyme, and then I go down into the studio, like, pick out some random instrumental that I have on my iTunes and just try and go to it and just rock out for a couple hours and see if anything comes from it.
That's really cool. I mean, that sounds like something that I do, because, like, I definitely write things and I try and make songs out of them and stuff like that. But it really seems like it's working for you. I mean, another like additional question, I guess, is like what inspired you to write the Make Your Choice song? Like what came from that? Like what?
Make Your Choice basically came from. I go on Facebook and all the social networks and stuff, and I see how people are just like, 1 minute they're happy and the next they're not. And so I was like, okay, it's obviously about a relationship, or their friend is like, like getting in their business and stuff. So
exactly.
Like, if you're gonna get played, might as well be a player.
Yeah,
basically
exactly.
Meaning if you can't beat them, join them. So. Yeah,
that's definitely true. I agree. So the next question that I want to ask you is, like, why did you choose FTSN as your stage name, and why the irony?
Well, we were. Me and Joe, you know Joe?
Yep, I do.
We were sitting there, and we were like coming up with. We were trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this music, because I came up with my first song, Forever and Always, and I was like, I like this. I think I can really do this. And he's like, well, you're gonna need a stage name. And we sat there, and we're just like, I was just like, I don't really want a stage name. Yeah. So it was like FTSN. Can't really say it. We're on the radio. So
that's really cool. I mean. Because what the irony is what I enjoy the most, because like I know that because sometimes I watch America's Best Dance Crew on MTV, and they had this dance group called Anonymous. Okay. And I'm just like, wait, oh, I get it. So it took me a couple of seconds. Yeah, it took me a couple of seconds to like realize the irony behind it, and I think that it's really creative, because it's just like, you know, like, I mean, really, like, F the stage name, you know, like you don't really need one, but it's kind of what it is, and I think that's really cool.
I didn't think Joe Schultz would be the coolest thing to see on an album.
Yeah, I definitely understand, because with me, like, I'm just like, there's already a singer called Maya, so I can't be like Maya, you know, because there's already a singer called Maya. So I'm struggling with this. Maybe I should just sit there and not think about it, and then maybe something will come up.
I'll find one for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's work together on that, please.
Yes. Yeah.
Because like,
and we'll work on a song together too.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, I would like to sing on one of your songs.
Oh, I'm gonna make you sing on one of my songs.
Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, so the next question that I have for you is like, how do you feel the rap game has changed? Like, how do you think that it has like evolved like over time?
Well, I actually think it's actually doing a really good job, like moving towards a positive side of like what they're trying to do, because it used to be like